Back in 2011, I discovered the yard by pure luck. A little voice in my mind told me, this is it, this is the location, this is the time for you to set up your own business. So I did. In July 2012, Le Vignoble opened the door to the public. It's not just a wine merchant, but it's also a wine lounge and a wine education. We've got about 300 different wines from all around the world. That's for the retail sides. The lounge side work with the top-of-the-range equipment, which is called an enomatic wine serving system, which allowed us to preserve the wine for 3 weeks, and it allowed our customer to have a choice of 36 different wines where they can sample the wines. We run classes not just about wine, but the fun about wine, and making a lot of different events like beginners wine tasting, like Le Mardi c'est permis, bringing the French connection, or anybody who wanted to learn French, sharing a platter of charcuterie with a bottle of wine. What a best way to learn French. That's an event we do on a weekly basis. Come and meet the winemaker, which we do once a month. Where else, in some ways, locally, you can speak to the person who's been making that bottle of wine. The most popular one we did this year was a champagne boulanger night with the theme of James Bond Spectre, which saw an explosive number of 60 people coming in, and the ambience was fantastic. We do outside events also. One of the recent ones we did was at National Aquarium, so it's quite interesting for me as well to be able to demystify wine, especially with big sharks behind me. I think it's a bit different and funky. Love the vine was the proper catchphrase that we could find that could envelop the artisan way, the work behind the lands, vinery, and bringing back into the bottle, bringing to the consumer what is inside the glass. And I actually love that word, love the vine. It is actually, if you're really passionate, if you really like the produce, this is the best, I believe, to my eyes, this is the best way to describe a glass of wine, meaning the whole of it, the whole aspect. If you just start into the wine world, if you just want to start to understand wine, then feel free to come. Everybody had to start somewhere, somehow. So that's the best way to discover more about wine and to test and to exchange what's the flavors you can get.